and welcome to Elevated, the elevator speech game show for business owners. We're coming to you live on tape in front of a very supportive and highly skilled studio technician group. I'm John Fullerton with Transworld Business Advisors. In my work helping business owners, I see something very common. Many owners have incredible businesses, but they struggle to explain clearly what they do, why it matters, and why someone should care. That's exactly what this program is about. We're here to help our business owners, contestants, as well as you watching the show, improve your elevator speech. Now, it's my pleasure to introduce the host of Elevated, Christopher German.
Hello, hello, hello. Thank you, John. My name is Christopher German. I'm your host tonight of Elevated. This program throws local business owners into the spotlight and asks them to do the unthinkable. Explain what they do clearly, confidently, and without hiding behind buzzwords, rambling, or interpretive hand gestures. In each episode, entrepreneurs tackle 4 deceptively simple questions that every business owner should be able to answer before their coffee gets cold and their customer walks away. You'll have no more than 60 seconds to answer each question, which are all worth 10 points each. At 40 seconds, you'll hear the elevator's warm and delightful, but at 60 seconds, the fire alarm will go off and you'll lose all your points for that question. Those questions are, first, describe what inspired you to start and how you got to the level you are at in your business. Second, what is your mission statement? Third, what is your branding statement? And fourth, in 60 seconds or less, what is your elevator speech? Our judge will evaluate clarity, confidence, and how effectively the business owner communicates their value. Let me introduce our judge for today. Please welcome Martina Niemeyer of CenterSphere.
Hi, thank you so much for having me today. CenterSphere is a networking organization that started here in Omaha. We have chapters that meet weekly. We have lots of opportunities for people to get connected because our goal is that you have the opportunity to build that local network of support. We know that really great business growth happens through true, authentic relationship building, and we want to make sure that we provide a platform for that. So that's what we have to offer for you.
Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for bringing CenterSphere to us all.
Awesome.
I am excited to hear about how these business owners present their businesses. Clear communication is one of the most powerful tools an entrepreneur can develop. Now, let us meet our contestants. Our first contestant tonight is Jim Janicki, owner of Hillcrest Health and Living. Jim, welcome to Elevated.
Great to be here.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Our second contestant tonight is Christine Lowry of I'm a Awesome Clown. Welcome, Christine.
Thank you, Christopher.
I appreciate you being here. Each contestant will have the opportunity to share their story and present their elevator speech. Let us begin. Contestants, here is your first question. Describe what inspired you to begin your business and tell us a little of your journey. Jim, let's start with you.
Sure. I've been working with aging adults for about 30 years, and about half that time I have been with Hillcrest Health and Living. And right after I started, our founder, Jolene Roberts, offered the executives in the company the opportunity to become shareholders. And while I didn't quite know what I was getting into at the time, I ventured into becoming a co-owner.
Oh, wow.
And it's been just an awesome opportunity. And I've really enjoyed being able to help actually triple the size of the company over the last 15 years and serve more aging adults in the eastern Nebraska area.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
John, Martina, what did you think of Jim's answer?
Well, I think your answer is great. Thank you so much for telling us about your experience. I also would love to hear a little bit about kind of your passion behind what it is that you do, and why you enjoy that line of work, and maybe why that's what you gravitate towards. Yeah.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Yes, Jim, very nice introduction to you and your background. And I agree, though. I would like to really, because I know that you serve the community in a great way. And I know that we visited out at the Freedom Village in Bellevue, beautiful facility there. And you know, it's a very difficult transition for a lot of people to be able to make from, well, into retirement and into independent living or other things, steps beyond. So, you know, yeah, I'd like to really hear maybe just a little bit more about how you really help the community and the people themselves.
Awesome. Thank you both so much. Christine, please describe what inspired you to begin your business and tell us a little of your journey.
Okay. I've always felt that laughter adds life, and it was after the death of my mother that I realized my purpose in clowning. I wish that I'd made her laugh more, and I learned that I could do this for others when I no longer can do it for her. So I became a clown almost 21 years ago, and I get to share joy with people and make their moments special in their lives.
That's beautiful. All right, judges, what did we think?
Me first or you?
Go right ahead.
All right. I think that that's beautiful and very touching. And before we got started, you mentioned that your why behind it might even bring tears. And I can definitely understand where that would be the case. So I appreciate you letting us know, you know, kind of the why behind that, and who it is that you help. And if there's a particular age group or something like that that you prefer to work with, I think that'd be great to add into it as well.
Christine, we love you so much. You really bring a lot of joy to a lot of people's hearts. And yeah, hearing about, because, you know, I hadn't really heard about before how your feelings have affected you and how they brought you to where you are today. And so it's a wonderful contrast, though, because when you can tug at people's heartstrings and make them cry a little bit and then make them laugh, the laughter really rolls out much more cleanly and beautifully.
All right, contestants. Second question. What is your company's mission statement? We'll start with you, Christine.
My mission is to create moments of joy for people where they get to celebrate life's moments, and enjoy childhood at any age, whether it's through the tools that I use or just a conversation that brings a smile.
Beautiful. Judges, what did we think of that?
Oh, I guess I'll take my turn.
Okay.
So, you know, Christine, I would say that, first of all, you have a fantastic and sparkling personality. And I know that you can bring it out right now. I know you feel very nervous right here in front of these cameras, right? But I want you to know that you can feel confident because, first of all, you are bringing a dynamic to this show that I think is really going to knock people's socks off. Because who would have thought that a clown would be here on a show about business? Well, I'll tell you what, there are a lot of clowns in business, but not ones that professionally are clowns and are good at it. So I want you to be very confident about what you say and be very entertaining because this is your chance to shine, and be proud of what you do and really let us go and project.
Okay.
I would agree with John's sentiments on that one. I think that, you know, being a little bit more confident would be great. And I'm sure that when you are doing the clowning, that comes out very clearly. Obviously, different formats are going to bring out different pieces of us. But I think that that would be something that resonates with people as they're bringing you in to their party spaces.
Thank you, judges. All right, Jim, what is your company's mission statement?
Hillcrest Health and Living has a mission of inspiring people to live their best lives. And it's now a registered trademark, so I took care of that. But what's more important really is why we chose that. And when you think about seniors living their very best lives, we have people across the continuum in all different aspects of the aging journey, as we like to call it. And so it's easy to say we can help people live their best lives at a place like Hillcrest Highlands of Gretna or Hillcrest Grand Lodge, with an indoor swimming pool and a bar with a liquor license and all the wellness and fun things they're doing. But how do we also ensure that people are living their best lives when they're on hospice or when they're in a nursing facility? And so that's really what we do, is make sure that even if you only have a few days remaining in your life, they're going to be the very best days that they can be.
That is wonderful. I love that. Judges, what did we think?
Your turn.
Okay. All right. I really love hearing the mission behind that. I really loved hearing the heart that you have for people. I also liked the contrast that you made, where it was, whether it is this point in their aging journey or this other point, which are two vastly different points if you've ever walked that journey with anybody, and just how you articulated that you are able to walk alongside them in those spaces with a variety of different things that you guys offer. So I think that was great. Yeah.
Very good. Well, Jim, I know that you are an expert in marketing and business development, and so I want to ask you: have you ever had a strategic planning and session where you developed a mission statement?
That's actually what we went through in the past 2 years. The prior mission statement for almost 30 years was enhancing the lives of aging adults. And while that's nice, we thought we need to put this on steroids. Let's look at what we really do. So we went into a strategic session, we got stakeholder input, and then really came out with what are we really doing? And that's where we came back with a stronger mission statement and really reevaluated our core values as a company.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wonderful. All right. Third question now. What is your company's branding statement? Jim, we'll jump over to you.
Well, Hillcrest's branding statement is, we help seniors to live their very best life, no matter what stage of the aging journey that they're on. And we do that backed with the region's most comprehensive network of services for aging adults, whether it's senior housing and care, or whether senior housing or it's care, and the nursing services and all the things that we do all the way through the end of life.
Wonderful. Judges, what did we think?
Me?
Is it my turn or your turn?
I don't know.
You feel it?
Yeah, we could rock, paper, scissors for it. But I think the branding statement, obviously it's time that you guys have taken time and put time into that. And I think that you telling us about that has been helpful. That's really important for anybody who is watching, taking some time, spending that, whether you're doing it in a corporate setting or if you're doing it privately. It's important to sit down and walk through that. So I appreciate that you have taken the time to do that and that it's very clear and articulated. Because I think that that's important as people are considering those things. You definitely don't want confusion around what you're offering, right? You want that clarity, and so I appreciate that you've done that. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Very good. So, Jim, I think that you could polish it just a little bit more. So I know that, and almost you led into, it was almost an elevator speech, right? Mm-hmm. So I want you to polish your branding statement. And it's a little bit different, but it is very related, as you know, to the mission statement, right? But the branding statement needs to be something that people can easily remember, and that it's formulaic and it's short, and it's something that people could easily repeat back to you. Mm-hmm. And so the branding statement, kind of the basic formula for that is, I help people blank, or I help certain kinds of people do certain kinds of things by doing something, right? Mm-hmm. So, for instance, the example I gave last week was, I help business owners to prepare their business so they can sell it for top dollar. So you might be much more concise and precise about what it is, exactly who it is, and exactly what the outcome is that you are going to provide them, and keep it very short and simple. And it's going to maybe something that appears on the bottom of your emails and in your footers, and it's very brief and simple, and it's not as convoluted and long as a mission statement, and it certainly is a lot less lengthy than something that might be a elevator speech. Sure. So I think you can just make a few improvements to that, and it can come across, and anyone can recite it, you can recite it, and anybody can recite it back to you.
Great, thanks, John.
Awesome, thank you, judges. Christine, what is your branding statement?
Well, I'm an awesome clown, so I bring the fun. Okay. And I bring it to anyone who's in need, from individuals to corporate, and from baptisms to funerals. Oh. We celebrate life here. That's what I do.
Awesome. Judges, what did we think of Christine's?
Well, I think it's very clear, very concise. Like John was saying, could it be at the bottom of an email? Could it start something out? Can it be the beginning part of a conversation about what you do? Absolutely. And so I appreciate that you were able to bring that to it. And I appreciate also the contrast in it. It's pretty brief, It could be tightened up just a little bit, but for the most part, I think that it's brief enough that it gets the point across in a clear way. Okay. So, yeah.
That's right. That was very nicely delivered, actually. And so, once again, confidence. And you're going to want to practice this. So you're going to want to write it down and get it down to as few words so that then you have it arranged in the right order and everything else, but you're right on target.
Awesome. Well, before we get back to the elevator speeches themselves, let's pause for a short break.
Okay, you guys come check this out. When I met him, he refused to talk to me unless I put on this thing that looks like my old high school graduation robe, and addressed him as if he were some sort of soothsayer. Almighty Cristobal, I humbly seek audience.
Enter.
I brought the envelope as you instructed. I found it hidden just where you said it would be, behind the Johnny Carson portrait on the Elkhorn County Museum.
Silence.
Wait, so did you put this envelope there?
Of course not. They come from the mighty Balthazar. He knows the most important questions of life, the universe, and everything. But only I know the answers.
Okay, well, wait, Balthazar, wasn't that some Swiss priest or something that...
He is giver of mystical questions. From beyond the vast unknown. The first envelope, please.
Okay, here's the envelope, I guess, with the question in it. But what's the answer, great sage?
Silence. Peter Pan.
Peter Pan? So the answer is Peter Pan? And I'm going to open this envelope. And I guess the question is in there. Okay, the question is, what do you use to fry a Peter?
Peter Pan.
Okay,
John, where are you? You're needed in the show.
Oh no. I gotta go. Thank you, Divine Master. Back to the show now.
And a quick thank you to our sponsors, Centersphere Networking Group, Trans World Business Advisors, Evodia Fragrances, and if you would like to be a sponsor, let us know. And welcome back to Elevated. Now, Jim, in less than 60 seconds, give us your elevator speech.
Hillcrest Health and Living is a leading provider of services for aging adults. We have pretty much everything that seniors need as they're going along the aging journey, from independent and assisted living to long-term nursing care, post-acute rehab after a hospital stay, licensed adult day services. I mean, the list is so long. Are you writing this down? Because there's a lot there, right? Home care, hospice, and even private duty companion care. So there's a lot of things that we do. We have 7 campuses in Douglas and Sarpy County. We have 1 down in Lincoln. And our home care and hospice actually serve 13 counties. So we're serving 2,500 seniors every day and helping them live their very best lives.
Awesome, that is amazing.
If you want to learn more, you can go to hillcresthealth.com.
Boom, there we go. Judges, what did we think of Jim's elevator speech?
Well, first of all, I'm glad you added that at the end because you definitely want something actionable that people can do with that, whether it's contacting you or if it's going to your website or something like that. So I do appreciate that you added that on. I love that you kind of encompassed everything that you guys do, and probably not everything, truly, but you know, a lot of the services that you offer and a lot of different ways that you can partner with people as they are helping people through their aging journey. And then introduce yourself at the beginning. A lot of times at those introductions and those elevator speeches, there's an introduction at the beginning of who you are. Sometimes people even want to know, like, where you stand in that, you know, are they talking to somebody who works in the facility, or are they talking to somebody who is in like some of the corporate management end of things, you know, and can help them direct, or if you're an advisor of some sort or something like that. So I think that would be helpful, but otherwise I really appreciate that. I also think maybe even adding in a story or something, people who are typically the ones that are calling you, and I know that there's a lot of different ones, but that can sometimes make people attached to the things that you're saying. I also really loved that you went, basically it felt off script, right? Like you went real and authentic, right? People like that. They like to be able to hear, like you haven't just practiced it and you're spitting something out. You're really talking to them about what it is that you're doing. So
Thank you.
Fantastic, Jim. So I would say that, first of all, you did a very good job of covering all of the bases and coming across very genuinely and smoothly through that presentation. I think that the one thing that I would recommend to just, in this short version, the 1 minute speech, to just somehow give an overall outcome that really is the thing that you help people achieve. And that relates back to your branding statement, because if it helps older people to be able to retire with respect and dignity, or whatever it is, something that they can feel stable and or whatever it is, you know, what is the really big overarching magical thing that you achieve? And then just, so that can be just a very short thing. And then the story I think is really great, but you just barely made it under 60 seconds, and it's tough to fit a story in, but sometimes if you're at Center Sphere, you might have 2 minutes.
right.
And so then it is great to have a story, because if you can tell a story, stories sell. And if you can tell about somebody you helped, then that can mean much, much more than simply, these are the kinds of services that we provide.
Sure.
Thank you.
Very good.
Fantastic. Christine, your turn. Now in 60 seconds or less, give us your elevator speech.
Okay. Hi, I'm Christine, and I'm an awesome clown. I bring the fun. I'm a face painter and body art artist. I'm a glitter tattoo artist, a balloon twister, a bubbler, and I do performances alone or with my groups. If you need fun, I'm the one to call. Need a clown-imaclown.com is my website. Let's get together.
That is wonderful. Judges, what did you think of Christine's?
Well, I think that you incorporated a lot of fun with it, and that's great because that is a lot of being on brand for you. I think that practicing it would be a good thing to do, and you have so many things that you offer, and that's something that we talked to Jim about too, right? You have a lot of things that you offer. Maybe yes, mentioning some of those, but also drawing into, you know, the before and after, you know, boring parties to exciting parties, okay. Or, you know, things that you've seen, people that you typically work with, really fun party that you just got to do. Something like that helps people connect. Okay. Stories sell, like you said. And so I do love it when people are able to incorporate that in, because I think it can be really powerful to help people just think of somebody in their world that they'd like to attach to you.
Is that how much time I had left?
Almost.
Oh, man.
You were slow on the draw.
Yes, I could have slowed down a little. Okay.
All right. Well, hey, Christine, you were awesome. You were awesome.
Oh.
So,
okay. Ask me how that felt.
So yes, and you can work on this a little bit more, because this is your performance, and you're a great performer.
Yeah.
And so then you can polish this up just a little bit more and fill out that minute. But also, I think that you could incorporate a couple of gags. So you had a couple of jokes, and I liked that. And then you also have some physical gags that I've seen, and some balloons and stuff that you could, bring in, and maybe it's like you just blow up a balloon and you blow it around the room or something, I mean, something just silly that you can throw in there, and that can really liven up your act. And then people, just your main goal is to make people laugh in your elevator speech. Yeah. So I think you can do that, and you're right on your way.
I think for me, my elevator speech depends on who's in the elevator. So every moment is personalized for the person I'm next to.
Sure.
So it's not a planned speech, it's just this is our moment. And by the time you get off, I hope you're smiling.
That's great.
That's awesome.
Judges, what are the results?
Well, I believe we're unanimous, right?
We are.
All right. Well, Christine, congratulations. You are our second prize winner.
And in the video can't perform, I get to be
So you have won branded swag by Center Sphere and Transworld, as well as a special scented air freshener from Evodia Fragrances.
Yes.
And congratulations, Jim. You are our first prize winner. So you also have won branded swag as well, and also a special scented fragrance from Evodia. And furthermore,
That's great.
You now get to take advantage of a free broker opinion of value My compliments from Transworld Business Advisors so you can know exactly what your business is worth at $2,500 value.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's great.
Awesome. That brings us to the end of another episode of Elevated. Martina, thank you so much for your insights today. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And thank you to our contestants for sharing your stories and stepping into the challenge. We really appreciate all that you shared with us today.
I appreciate
you.
you having us here.
Absolutely.
Great to be here.
For the business owners watching at home, here's a simple challenge. Ask yourself the same 4 questions you heard tonight. Can you answer them clearly? Can you explain your value in 60 seconds? If you can, your message is clear. If not, keep refining your story. On behalf of John Fullerton with Transworld Business Advisors, our judge, Martina Niemeyer of Centersphere, and our contestants, Jim Janicki of Hillcrest Health and Living, and Christine Lowry, aka I'm a clown. I'm an awesome clown. Thank you for joining us. Until next time, keep polishing your pitch, keep telling your story, and keep your business elevated.
How you doing today, folks? I'm here to make up for what I did before. Yes, I laid an egg and I'm here to scramble it up into an omelet. I'm gonna make a little animal for you right now, and this one, and you can guess what it is. Okay, can you guess what this is? This is a blue heeler. It's a little balloon, a beady dog, and it's a blue heeler. Now, if this were Christmas, it would be a blue reindeer. And if you wanted a horse, it would be a horse. All you have to do is between the dog and the horse, remember who gets the kibble, who gets the bits, okay? And if you like going to the zoo, it is our newest short-necked giraffe.
Okay.
I'm gonna teach you
Blue bead.
to make a dog, okay?
Okay.
Then you can give this to anybody.
The gift that
It's
keeps on
1,
giving.
2, 3, 4. 1, 4, turn, twist.
This is too complicated for me. I failed knots in Boy Scouts.
That's not good.
That's right.
Okay.
The knots were not good. They were not
1,
good.
4, twist, turn.
Did I twist right?
No, you actually do it like this.
I can do the twist.
Yeah, okay, there you go. There you go. Okay, 1, 4, twist, turn.
1, 4, twist, turn.
Now, I have a dog. What do you have?
We had a black lab, but we had to put her down just recently. So
I think
I'm
that's
sad.
what you should do with that one, too. You should put